Highway engineers are now proceeding to the next stage of destruction of the old Kansas River Bridge on the turnpike. KUJH-TV's Evan Miller reports on how yesterday's phase went and what's next.
Yesterday's blast was the first of 3 that will bring down the bridge originally built in 1954. Kansas Turnpike engineer Pat Fleming said everything went as planned.
Actually, it went very well. As you can probably see from the truss, it went straight down, and that's what we wanted it to happen.
The Kansas Turnpike Authority used Sunday as a test run before they blast the next piece that sits next to the new bridge.
That was kind of a test shot to see how the explosives work, because our next blast, which is right above my head actually, will be closer to the new bridge. We wanted to make sure everything was working right before we did that blast closer to the new bridge.
Fleming says that all the steel used from the old bridge will be recycled for future projects.
This steel behind me, they're actually using a piece of machinery to cut that steel. It's a hydraulic cutter, and it just cuts through the steel, and that is currently being stockpiled, but in the end it will be sent to a recycler and melted down and recycled. Basically, there's a lot of recycle going on this project.
It takes just a second for the bridge to come down, but preparing for the quick collapse takes much longer.
Basically, setting up the explosive for that first charge took about a week to get the explosive expert in, to do some pre-cutting. There's some pre-cutting that happens so the charge will shoot through the steel, and then setting the charges and then blasting. And there's a lot of coordination effort goes on there.
Even with the flurries in the cold air, Fleming and his crew are still aiming for a Thursday detonation.
Actually, it looks like Wednesday. Right now, the current forecast is Wednesday. It's going to clear off later in the day, and we should have a clear shot on Thursday if the weather holds up. In Kansas, that always changes, so we'll work around it.
Evan Miller, KUJH-TV News.